right, welcome into episode 14 of the Big Blue News Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Beasmore, and the two main topics that we will be discussing today is the impact of NIL on Kentucky and how it's playing an impact with UK getting recruits, especially in football, and also the return of the Big Blue Madness Campout. I'm so excited about that. I've never actually camped out before. With Big Blue Madness, I came to visit. It's great to see the players and then also seeing fans there. So I'm excited about the return. But let's get into the topics. As I was saying earlier, with NIL playing an impact with UK getting recruits. So let's talk about specifically with football. Coach Stoops said in an interview with 24/7 Sports saying, however, if we don't do it, then all this work I've done for 9 years and going on 10 is out the window, will be blown by. So he's basically saying that Kentucky is not right now going all in with NIL, and they are having a problem with that. And he's basically saying that Mitch Barnhart, UK's AD, needs to, let the coaches decide what they need to do with NIL. Basically saying, let's get off the training wheels and let's go all in with NIL, because even though Stoops doesn't necessarily agree with collective deals, he believes that is illegal. He does believe that is illegal, so he will never say, hey, let's do a collective deal to get a player, because he knows it's not uh, basically paid to play, and he's making sure UK avoids that. He also added that he would give up a major portion of his salary if I could give it directly to the kids and do away with some of this. So basically, he's even wanting to give a part of his salary away so he could get recruits on the team. It's insane that right now UK is not wanting to do anything with NIL. I mean, they are with, Kentucky branded after a player has, signed, because all these players, they are going to local shops, Kentucky branded, doing merchandise sales. So it's interesting to see what UK will do in the future with this, see how it plays an impact with the recruits in the future, and possibly coaches even leaving or retiring. You could see that. He also previously said to KSR that they aren't where they should be with NIL, saying that he's not blaming nobody. Are we where we need to be? No. Simple answer, no. So right now, Kentucky, they aren't looking great with NIL. Definitely something has to change within the program. Like I said, I think it comes down to the athletic director, Mitch Barnhart, and he has to decide what's best for the program. Will he leave? Will he allow, the coaches to allow them to do whatever with NIL, as long as they are doing it in a safe way and not breaking the rules? That's the main thing. As long as UK is not breaking the rules with NIL, I think they should be able to go all at it. But like I said, it's up to Mitch Barnhart at the end of the day. And like I said earlier, Mark Stoops, he believes collectives are illegal, and instead of collective, Stoops wants business owners and boosters to know they can contribute to a pool of money that's marked as pre-funded endorsement marketing dollars. The average Joe fan can support UK players with NIL efforts, like buying a Will Levis t-shirt from Kentucky branded. Business owners can contribute similarly. Essentially, we need people to understand that it is legal and it is okay. Stoops said, I have so much respect for our boosters and people that have earned their money the right way that I don't want to put a dark cloud over them because they are trying to buy players. But they need to understand that it is legal. They are allowed to do this. This is the world that we are in right now, and that was coming from directly from Mark Stoops from KSR. So he's basically saying that, hey, business owners, if you want a certain recruit or player, you could say, hey, if you sign with UK, we will we will have a we will have merchandise that we will sell for you for your name, image, and likeness, like other players are doing. Like I said, Will Levis, Oscar Shibwe, our new our new transfer from in basketball, Antonio Reeves. All these players are having their own merch that they are doing from Kentucky Branded or other clothing companies. So basically, they are saying that, hey, talk to the recruits saying, hey, if you come here, we will have merch for you that we will sell and you will get profit from it for sure. And like I said, after reading all this, it just shows how far behind UK is currently with NIL. Although it may not impact basketball as much, I believe it is impacting football, such as missing out on a key target from Bowling Green, Kentucky, with Christian Conyer, who ended up committing to Tennessee. I know Knoxville is about 3 hours from Bowling Green. Bowling Green to Lexington is about 2 hours. So definitely right now, NIL is playing an impact, and something has to change because if it doesn't, you could see Coach Cal, retiring within a few years. Although he did say the other day that he will live out the rest of his contract. So I don't know how long his contract is left at UK. It's probably 6, 7 years, maybe 8, because I know he signed a lifetime contract back in 2019. After they lost to, I know, Auburn in the Elite Eight to go to the Final Four. That was a very hard game to watch or swallow because he had a big lead. But yeah, so he probably has a while left on his contract. I don't have it pulled up exactly, but I would say between 6 to 8 years he has left. And like I said, Coach Cal could retire after his contract. I don't know what will exactly happen with him. Mark Stoops, you could see finally leave for sure, because if he gets tired of Mitch Barnhart, having the training wheels still on the bike, then he might leave and go to another school. I mean, he has had so many opportunities to leave. He hasn't yet. Same with Vince Merrill. I remember 6 years ago, Vince Merrill had an opportunity to go to the University of Michigan, but that didn't happen. But if UK definitely doesn't change, then you'll definitely see coaches leaving, players not coming here, and it'll definitely make UK especially go back in football. Obviously, I don't think UK will ever go back to being 2-10, 0-12, unless that happens. But I don't think that will ever happen. I think you could see UK going back to 6-win seasons if something like this doesn't change. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why Rich Brooks left, not because of NIL, because that was, way that was way before NIL has ever occurred. But with Rich Brooks, he always asked for better, training facilities or equipment for the football team, and Mitch Barnhart was not really into that, and that's one of the reasons why I think Rich Brooks, finally decided to leave UK, because Mitch Barnhart wasn't into improving the football facilities at the time, and luckily he's changed his ways about that. But for Coach Stoops, now he has to worry about NIL. Same with any other coaches, but I think it's going to really play an impact on football, because at the end of the day, high school kids, it's all about money to them. And of course, they can make it in the NFL where they make millions. But obviously, when you're in college, you're trying to make the most of it. You're trying to make as much money as you want, uh, and then also just enjoy your time while being a college student. Obviously, for me, I'm not, an athlete or anything, but for me in college, I just really wanted to enjoy my time, be with friends, but also, chase after a career, chase after a goal. And so far, I think it's ended up good for me. Obviously, I'm not trying to rant about me, but like I said, for UK football, they definitely need to change. I mean, UK athletics overall, they need to change how they view NIL. And like I said, I'll end it with this with Mark Stoops. If they don't change NIL, however, if we don't do it, then all this work I've done for 9 years and going on 10 is out the window, will be blown by. And I think that's a huge statement that basically saying, hey, if Mark Stoops, but Mitch Barnhart doesn't do anything, you know what? I'm leaving. I'm out this door. I'm going to another school. And I think most schools anybody would want him after he's gone 10-3 in the past 4 years? Yeah, 2018 and 2021. So yeah, in the past 4 years, he's gone 10-3. He's led UK to a bowl game since 2016. He's won a bowl game every year since 2018. So right now he's doing great, and hopefully UK can keep this momentum going. Like I said, it'll just come down to NIL deals. If Mitch Barnhart will finally budge, so UK athletics can go into NIL stuff. And then let's get into my second topic for the day. Like I said earlier, it was announced today that a Big Blue Madness Campout will be returning for the first time since 2019. And it obviously got canceled the past 2 years because of COVID-19. But I'm excited about this. Like I said before, I've never actually camped out for tickets, but I've gone to check out the camp. And it's crazy, like I said, how many fans are camping out to get a ticket, also to meet the players, meet Coach Cal. And who knows, maybe, like I said, maybe this year I'll camp out. But for sure, I think I'm going to try to plan to do a podcast and maybe interview some fans, do some trivia questions. But I'm excited about this camp out. Here's what Coach Cal had to say about this camp out. And he said this: "It is unacceptable to not have a camp out. It is a part of what makes UK basketball special. We have some great ideas on how, where, and when that will make it tremendous. Unless there is some sort of roadblock, camp out will return." And when I saw that tweet earlier, I lost my mind. Like I said, I've never camped out before for tickets, but I have, gone to visit Lexington during that time, and you see so many tents, you meet a lot of great people, a lot of great fans, and everybody loves UK basketball, and people are starting to love UK football and other sports, and it's all about this come up for sure. And Coach Cal, I think, has really changed the way he has talked to fans this year. After the past 2 years, I think he realizes that he doesn't need to be cocky or confident anymore. He just needs to stay true to the fans. And I think he's actually finally changing his ways this summer. And hopefully he'll change his ways coaching after the past 2 years. I know earlier in the year, I know Kentucky had one of the best offenses, but after all the injuries that happened towards the end of the year, it's what made UK so bad and one of the reasons why UK lost to St. Peter's. But I think this coming up year, it'll be better. I'm sad that Keon Brooks Jr. did not stay at UK, but like I said, I'm happy about this cast that we have. I think for my starting five, if you told me my starting five for this coming up year would be Xavier Wheeler at the point, Cason Wallace at the 2. I would probably say for now, Chris Livingston at the 3, Jacob Toppin at the 4, and then at the 5, obviously Oscar Tshiebwe. But I think right now, the 3 main starters for this upcoming year for sure will be Xavier, Cason, and Oscar. And then I guess by the middle of the year, we'll figure out who the 3 and 4 will be, because it could be Antonio Reeves at the 3, or it could be, who else do we have? CJ Frederick at the 3. I'm not for sure. That's my starting 5 prediction, though. And I think, like I said, Kentucky, they will be fine. They will be fine this coming up year for football and basketball. I said the other day, at the worst, UK will go 8-4 with football. At the best, I'd see them doing before the bowl game would be 10-2. So I'd say they'll easily finish the season off at 8-4, 10-2 before the bowl game, and then I think obviously they have a chance to win the bowl game, whoever they face, whatever bowl game they get into. But overall, I think Kentucky has a great chance to be great in both football and basketball. For basketball, I don't think we are championship contenders. Obviously, this is a hot take, but right now, I'd say we are solid Elite 8, Final 4 squad. Obviously, need to check out, the team once basketball season comes around, but I wish all sports the best this upcoming year, and I think Kentucky football will do great, but the athletics program, they will have to definitely change the way they think about NIL. But that's all I have today for today's podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed. I know I know I ranted a little bit, and it's okay, but I'm done with my podcast. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and thank you all for watching. And one thing before I leave, if you want to contact me on social media, it is Chris Beasmore _sports on Instagram. And then for Twitter, it is C Beasmore Sports. All right, that's all I have now. Have a great rest of your week.